It's a brand new segment for the children, and our guest today is Dr. Michael Ramsey from Dothan Pediatrics. Dr. Ramsey, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And Merry Christmas, by the way. That's come tomorrow, and so obviously it's a big eating time of year, kind of like Thanksgiving. And talk with us about this. Our topic today, we're talking about holiday weight gain in children and maybe some ways to prevent it and kind of avoid that. So I guess just lead us off with saying, telling us how we can kind of avoid that. Right.
And so the holidays are a time that are fun, that are different, that you get to have some of your favorite things. And so one thing we have to be mindful of with children is they are more susceptible to weight gain over the holidays. A 2 to 6 year old child is going to need about 1,000 to 1,600 calories a day, but a piece of red velvet cake has 400 calories. So if you think about a kid that's eating these special desserts every day over the holidays, those kids can rack up a lot of extra calories very quickly, and it can be a little more difficult for them to get rid of them at the end of the season. And so some of the ways that I think that can help kids is, one, not focusing on the food, but focusing on the family and the fellowship that's going on. Of course you're going to have some special treats over the holidays. That's what makes them special and fun. And so, but maybe limiting those high-calorie desserts or those high-calorie meals to maybe just once a day or once every other day, so that they're not constantly having this influx of extra calories.
Okay, is this a frequent thing? Do you see this a lot?
Sure. I mean, we see it in adults. All of us put on a little bit of extra weight over the holidays.
I don't get rid of mine either.
But for kids in particular, they don't have it's a little harder for them to get rid of it. They're not going to go run 3 or 4 miles on a treadmill at the end of the season. So their weight loss is more gradual afterward. Okay, now
this is just a question on the other end of things. I see a lot of kids sometimes that won't sit down and eat what they should on a plate. Is there a way to make sure that they do eat the right amount? Sometimes with families around, they want to get up and they want to go do this and that. And
you mean have them join the family at the meal?
Yeah, and actually sit down and eat what's on the plate.
Right. I think that that's a way that you can help control the amount that a child eats by putting a good amount or a healthy amount on a plate. When I say healthy amount, I don't mean a mound of food, but an appropriate amount for their age. And so having them do that instead of constantly going back and forth to a buffet or swinging by and picking up a cookie every time they pass by the table, I think having a special time where you sit and eat it at the family table is important. Studies show that when children eat a family meal, that they do tend to have more appropriate weight gain as they grow.
Okay, now this is often a tough topic for I can see where it would be a tough topic for anybody. Right. If you have a child and weight is an issue, how do you, maybe in a short answer, give us a subtle way to kind of address that through the holidays?
Well, I think a couple of ways is if you're going to a party that is going to have a lot of food, maybe having a small healthy snack like some apples or fruit or celery or something that the child likes before they go, so that they're not so hungry when they get there that they just start piling it in. I think that way it's a little bit easier. And then also I think after the holidays, making sure that you do some family things that are exercise driven, and maybe a present or two under the tree that encourage exercise for that child.
Very good, very good. Very informative as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
And look forward to seeing you again soon.
Oh, thank you.
If you have any questions at home, you can always email us morning@WTVY.com.